with a follower pursuant to one of the questions about the Haitian Revolution. And I am going to assume that this person is not a scholar and that they are an enthusiast, which is great. They posed the idea that Polish assistance was extremely strategic in the outcome of the Haitian Revolution being successful. And I asked them, what sources did you get that from? And they told me, explained the story of Napoleon Bonaparte had sent some Polish soldiers to Saint Domingue as the Haitian Revolution and the French Revolution were going on at the same time, which was one of the reasons why they were successful, because Napoleon Bonaparte had to choose where he was going to fight, and he was split between two revolutions. And indeed, he did send Polish soldiers there. And the Polish soldiers did, as we're taught, the popular teaching of that story is that they began to align themselves with the situations and circumstances of the oppressed people of Haiti and decided to assist Haiti, which is Jean-Jacques Dessalines and Toussaint Louverture, who were the actual leaders of the rebellion, which is the only successful slave rebellion in the Western Hemisphere. Permanent slave rebellion. That's no disrespect to John Brown. It's no disrespect to Nat Turner and all of our many brothers that and sisters that led. Hello, Louisville. I'm telling the story about a great interaction that I had that came out of the American History question series that we're starting. Thank you for that like. And I had pointed out to him, I said, well, you realize it was only 5,000 of those people. Hello, Star. Good to see you tonight. Oh my goodness, we got a bunch of folks in here. Hello, Bad Boy. Who else do we have in here? All right, good deal. All right, we have Alan in here. We're talking about a comment that I had on one of the American history questions. And the person had responded that if it was not for Poland, the Haitian Revolution would not have been successful. And of course, you can get a shout out. It okay. It looks like Alana. I thought that was. I saw the first Allan, but that's Alana. All right, Gutierrez. All right. No. You're good. You're good. You're good. But I was telling this story about the person that answered the Haitian question, and they oh, no problem, no problem. How was my day? My day was wonderful. I hope your day was as well. In fact, as I was on the plane, I was going back and forth. I was coming back from up north, flying back to the south, and was having this conversation with this person about Poland having a significant place in the Haitian Revolution. And I'm going, a great part of my dissertation and my research was based on Haiti. And I never heard that. Now, the popular story is that, Napoleon sent these Polish soldiers there, and they aligned with the plight of the Haitians, and they fought with the Haitians. Well, there is also a credible perspective that because Napoleon could not support both of those wars, that the people that he left there felt abandoned and they were outnumbered. It was only 5,000 people, hundreds of that 5,000 of the Polish soldiers, hundreds of thousands of people participated, and there were hundreds plural. Okay, Haiti alone lost 100,000 people. So I'm thinking Poland itself as a country didn't deploy anybody there. I know he can't just be talking about this 5,000 people. So I asked, I said, well, is there a record of commendation, leadership? Did they train people? What makes you say that they had a significant turn in the war? And I said, yes, they were present. What he said was that Toussaint Louverture had recognized them in writing. And I said, well, okay, cool. I'm sure he was very appreciative, but Native Americans fought in the Civil War. But there is no credible events or statistics that to show that Native Americans turned the war. When Black people entered the war in 1863, strategic battles that Black folks were in and won changed the Civil War from the favor of the South to the North. So that is inarguable. And so I was asking if he had any of those resources that would, help me understand what he was trying to say. Thank you for those subscriptions. I appreciate it. Hello, Lynn. And one thing that came out of it. Now, I'm always going to try to answer you guys. If you guys take the time to answer the channel, now I have 2 channels and my channels are getting kind of big. I don't always get to answer everybody, but if I can, I will try to answer you. And a lot of people, I'll invite you. I will send you an invite to come on, and we split the screen and we actually discuss it. But it's not my position to embarrass or humiliate anybody, okay? I look at it like this. Either I'm going to learn something or you're going to learn something. And I don't want you to go somewhere thinking something's right and saying it, and people know that you don't know what you're talking about. And the person was saying, of course, it got real petty. And they did go away from it once I addressed it. Questioning my credentials. And just because you have a PhD, that does not mean that you know everything. A fool that knows a little bit thinks he knows everything. A wise man that knows a lot realizes how little he knows. I know about what I specialize in. I don't know everything about history. History is much too vast. But don't embarrass yourself by questioning someone's credentials that you obviously don't have, because what you said is, the response was, you could do a Google search and look at Wikipedia and you'll find out that these 5,000 Polish people were sent there. Okay, first, Google and Wikipedia is not research. Google and Wikipedia is a good start for you to get some idea of where to check sources, but that is not research. That's a starting point. That's not even part of research, okay? So that's number one. Number two, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. You can disagree with someone without being disagreeable. We're just talking about history. Now, I don't know if this person was a person of Polish descent and was very proud of the Polish role in Saint-Domingue, which is fine, but the presence does not mean impact. And that was what we were trying to get at. But I did enjoy the conversation because it was good information for me to look into. I thought that I was aware of what we were talking about, but how it was stated was that there was more. And you can always learn from anybody. So as much as I appreciate you guys appreciating and responding to the history questions, please keep doing it. And again, I invite you to come on here with me. We can go back and forth about it and we'll learn together. I'm not doing this to embarrass people. I'm doing this to learn and hope that there are some people out there who want to learn too. I'll see you guys on the next video.